Alright everybody, let's talk about dogs. I love dogs, you love dogs, we all love dogs. They're furry. They're funny. They're the best at looking guilty when they've eaten the entire couch. It's true. But what if I told you that some dogs are more than just our best friends? What if I told you they're actual real-life four-legged superheroes? I'm not kidding. They should all have capes. But they have something even better. They have incredible abilities that are saving lives every single day. We see them everywhere, right? Walking so calmly through the grocery store, sitting perfectly under a restaurant table, wearing those important-looking vests. And we all know the rule. You can't pet them. It's so hard. They're so cute. These dogs are working. They have a job to do that is more important than getting a good scratch behind the ears. They are service dogs. Their job is to be a lifeline for their human partners. They are guardians. They are protectors. Let's talk about a dog's nose. We all know they can smell things. They can smell the mailman from a block away. They can smell that one piece of popcorn that fell under the sofa 3 weeks ago. It's impressive, right? But what you might not know is just how powerful that sense of smell really is. It's not just good, it's mind-blowingly, ridiculously, out-of-this-world good. A dog's nose has up to 300 million olfactory receptors. 300 million. For comparison, we little humans only have about 6 million. It's like comparing a flip phone to the latest smartphone. They are working with some serious technology up in those snouts. This isn't just about sniffing out a snack. This incredible sense of smell allows them to detect things that are completely invisible to us. They can smell things in parts per trillion. I don't even know what that means, but it sounds like a lot. To put it in perspective, that's like being able to detect one single drop of soda in an Olympic-sized swimming pool. One drop. Can you imagine that? I can't even find my car keys when they're right in front of my face. And here dogs are, smelling things on a molecular level. It's a true superpower, and it's the foundation for everything else we're going to talk about today. Think about it this way. When we walk into a kitchen where someone is baking a cake, we smell cake. But a dog? A dog walks into that same kitchen and smells the individual ingredients. They smell the flour, they smell the sugar, they smell the eggs, they smell the vanilla, they smell the butter. They don't just smell the cake, they smell the recipe. They can break down every single component of a scent. This ability to pick out specific subtle odors from a sea of other smells is exactly what makes them perfect for medical detection work. It's not just a good nose, it's a highly sophisticated piece of biological equipment. So, when we say a dog's nose is a supercomputer, we're not really exaggerating. It's constantly processing an unbelievable amount of data from the world around them, information that we are completely oblivious to. They are living in a world of scent that we can't even begin to imagine. It's this super sniffer that allows them to do the impossible, to become medical alert animals that can warn their owners about dangers before a human or even a machine could ever detect them. It all starts right there at the end of that wet, boopable nose. Incredible. So, we've established that their noses are basically magic. Now for fact number 6, and this is where it gets really cool, service dogs can use that super sniffer to smell changes happening inside a person's body. I know, it sounds like science fiction, but it's 100% real. For people with type 1 diabetes, managing blood sugar levels is a constant stressful job. If their blood sugar drops too low, a condition called hypoglycemia, it can be extremely dangerous. It can lead to confusion. It can lead to loss of consciousness. It can lead to even worse. It can happen suddenly, especially at night when someone is sleeping. But here's the amazing part. When a person's blood sugar is dropping, their body releases a specific chemical compound. It's a type of volatile organic compound, or VOC. It's called isoprene. Humans can't smell it. It's odorless to us. But to a diabetic alert dog, that smell is as clear as a fire alarm. Their powerful noses can pick up that scent from a person's breath. They can also detect it from the skin. They can literally smell when their owner's blood sugar is starting to dip to a dangerous level. This isn't a guess. They're trained for this, not just hoping for a treat. They ignore millions of other smells to find that one scent. Crowded park, noisy mall, fast asleep at the foot of the bed. That one odor cuts through everything. It signals, my human needs help right now. It's a warning system that can be faster and sometimes more reliable than glucose monitors. Think about the peace of mind that gives someone. Imagine being the parent of a young child with diabetes, worried especially at night. Now imagine a furry guardian who nudges your child awake or comes to get you when blood sugar falls. It's life-changing and often life-saving. These dogs give freedom from constant fear by smelling a problem long before it becomes an emergency. How incredible is that? Alright, we're at fact number 5. Having a super nose is one thing, but knowing what to do with it is a whole other story. This isn't something dogs are just born knowing. This is where the superpower school comes in. Intensive, specialized training. This training transforms a dog with a great sense of smell into a reliable medical alert service dog. It's a long, detailed process. It takes months, sometimes even years of hard work and dedication. It's like they're getting their PhD in sniffing. A doctorate of dog torate. See what I did there? The process often starts by introducing the dog to the target scent. For diabetic alert dogs, trainers use saliva samples, sweat samples collected when blood sugar is low. Dogs are taught to associate that specific smell with something wonderful. Their favorite toy, a delicious treat. It becomes a fun game for them. Find the special smell, get the best reward ever. They use a variety of methods. Hiding the scent sample in different containers, hiding it in different rooms to sharpen focus and handle distractions. But finding the scent is only the first step. Next is teaching the dog how to alert their person. This isn't one size fits all. The alert must be something the owner will definitely notice, tailored to each person's needs. Trained alerts include nudge with the nose, paw at the leg, jump on the bed, or go get another person. The alert must be clear, consistent, and impossible to ignore, even if the person is disoriented or asleep. This training is constant and ongoing. It never really stops. Even after placement, they practice every single day to keep skills sharp. It's a testament to the dog's intelligence and their trainer's patience. They are learning a new language, a language of scent, and how to communicate a very specific, important message. It's a beautiful partnership built on trust. Now for fact number 4, I want to talk about a real-life hero. Because honestly, stories are what make this all so real. There's a black lab named Jedi, and his story is it's incredible. Jedi is a diabetic alert dog for a little boy named Luke. Yes, Luke and Jedi, you can't make this stuff up. Luke has type 1 diabetes. He was diagnosed when he was just a toddler. His parents lived in a state of constant worry, checking his blood sugar levels all day and setting alarms to check him throughout the night. It was exhausting and terrifying. Then Jedi came into their lives. He wasn't just a pet, he was trained to be Luke's guardian. One night, Luke's mom, Dory, was asleep. Luke was asleep in his room and Jedi was sleeping right there on the floor beside his bed. Suddenly, Dory woke up to find Jedi lying on top of her. He wasn't supposed to be in her room, but he was there, being persistent. She tried to push him off, but he just dropped back down on her. He was alerting her, telling her something was wrong. She looked at the continuous glucose monitor by her bed and it said Luke's blood sugar was fine. It read 100, a perfectly safe number. But Jedi wouldn't give up. He knew better. He was insistent. He knew something the machine didn't. Trusting the dog, Dory got up and went to Luke's room to prick his finger for a more accurate reading. The result was shockingly low. It was 57 and falling fast. The monitor was lagging behind reality, but Jedi's nose wasn't. He had detected the drop long before the technology did. He had smelled the danger in real time and knew he had to act. He didn't stop until he knew his boy was safe. That night, Jedi saved Luke's life. It's as simple as that. If he hadn't been there, if he hadn't been so persistent, the story could have had a tragic ending. This is what these dogs do. They are not just cute companions, they are vigilant protectors who form an unbreakable bond with their humans. The story of Luke and Jedi is a perfect example of how a service dog's instincts and training come together to perform miracles. It's a real-life force for good. I had to say it, I had to. Section 6, fact number 3, they can predict the unpredictable, seizure alerts. Moving on to fact number 3, and this one is just as mind-blowing. We've talked about blood sugar, but some service dogs are trained for something else that is incredibly unpredictable: seizures. For people with epilepsy or other seizure disorders, the fear of having a seizure at any moment can be debilitating. It can happen anywhere, at work, at the store, while crossing the street. The lack of warning is one of the most dangerous and terrifying parts of the condition. But what if you could get a heads up? What if you had a 15, 30, or even 45-minute warning before a seizure was about to happen? This is where seizure alert dogs come in, and it's another case where their super noses are the key. The science here is still being studied, but the leading theory is very similar to how they detect low blood sugar. It's believed that right before a person has a seizure, their body chemistry changes. They release a specific subtle scent that is completely undetectable to humans. We don't know the exact chemical compound yet, but the dogs do. They can smell that change in the air on their person's breath or skin, and they know what it means. This advanced warning is absolutely life-changing. It gives the person time to get to a safe place to lie down, to take emergency medication, or to call for help. Imagine the difference that makes. Instead of collapsing on a hard floor or in a dangerous situation, they can be prepared. They can move away from stairs, stop driving a car, or simply find a quiet spot where they can have the seizure safely. It gives them back a measure of control over their own lives, a sense of security that was stolen by their medical condition. It's an incredible gift. The dogs are trained to give a specific alert, just like diabetic alert dogs. They might start licking their owner's hand obsessively, circling them, whining or nudging them until they get their attention. One woman I heard about said her dog, a beautiful golden retriever, would gently but firmly block her path and refuse to let her move forward if she was about to have a seizure. He would essentially herd her to a safe spot. These dogs are tuned into their humans in a way that is just profound, predicting the unpredictable and standing guard over the people they love. Section 7, fact number 2, they're trained to act, not just alert. Okay, we're almost at the end. Because alerting is amazing, but it's often just the beginning of their job. Many of these incredible dogs are what we call seizure response dogs, trained to predict a seizure and to help during and after one. Their work doesn't stop when the seizure starts. In many ways, it's just getting started. Training goes beyond a simple nudge or a whine. They're taught tasks that bring comfort, safety, essential help. During a seizure, someone can be injured by hitting hard surfaces. Dogs are trained to position their bodies, cushion the owner's head, lie down to prevent rolling into danger. They become a living, breathing safety pillow. That support can prevent serious injuries like concussions, broken bones. It's an instinct to protect, refined by hours of training. They know what to do to keep their person safe. After a seizure, a person is often disoriented, exhausted, confused, the postictal state. A service dog can be a huge comfort, trained to provide deep pressure therapy by lying across a lap or chest, which calms the nervous system. They also perform critical tasks. Trained to fetch medication, a phone, a bottle of water. Some press a special button or alert system that calls emergency help if needed. That's an awe-inspiring partnership. These dogs are thinking problem-solving, taking action. Section 8, fact number 1, they're a lifeline, not just a leash line. And here it is, the number 1 most amazing fact about these service dogs. It ties everything else together. They are so much more than a medical tool, more than a walking, breathing alarm system. They are a lifeline. The most important thing isn't just a physical alert, it's the emotional and psychological freedom they give back. Living with a chronic, unpredictable condition can be isolating. It creates constant anxiety and fear. People become afraid to leave home, go to school, or live normally. A service dog changes all of that. They break the chains of isolation. With a furry partner by their side, a person is no longer alone. They have a constant companion who understands them like no human can. This companionship fights depression and anxiety. Caring for the dog, feeding them, grooming them, playing with them, gives the owner purpose and routine. The person cares for the dog as much as the dog cares for them. That bond helps people reclaim independence. A child can go to a sleepover with confidence. A college student can live in a dorm without constant worry. An adult can hold down a job. An adult can go grocery shopping. An adult can be an active community member. The dog provides a safety net that empowers life. They are no longer defined by diagnosis. They are a team, a dynamic duo. These dogs don't just save lives, they give lives back. They restore hope. They build confidence. They provide unconditional love and support, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They are the bridge from fear to freedom. A constant reminder, you are not alone. More than any single alert, that is their greatest superpower. They are hope on 4 paws. That is the most unbelievable and beautiful fact of all. Section 9. So, let's hear it for the dogs. So what have we learned today? We've learned that dogs are even more amazing than we already thought they were. And I didn't think that was possible. Their noses are literally supercomputers that can smell things we can't even imagine. They can smell danger brewing inside the human body, a drop in blood sugar, the chemical shift before a seizure. It's not magic. It's a combination of their natural abilities and some of the most incredible training you've ever seen. These dogs go to school to become superheroes, and they graduate with flying colors and probably some slobbery toys. We heard about real-life heroes like Jedi, who knew more than a medical device and saved his little boy, Luke. These stories happen every single day, in homes all across the country and all around the world. These dogs are doing more than just alerting, they are acting. They are providing physical safety during a seizure, fetching help when it's needed and offering comfort when it's over. They are full-service guardians,